We know that the boss is building an army, but it turns out he might not be the only one. Over the last couple of days, we've seen a symbol pop up that's starting to get much more prominent within the series, and it might mean the end to the boss's reign. But it wouldn't be a theory if there weren't some issues to complicate things, and while this group seems to be a bit secretive, we have figured out a few things that they are planning. But will it be enough to defeat the boss? We're going to find that out today, because today we are talking about the Resistance, and we'll find out if these guys are going to be the real saviours of the series. But before we do that, please do subscribe. It means a lot to me when you guys subscribe, and it does motivate me to make more videos. Subscribing is the best way to support my channel, and a lot of my viewers do tend to return for more. So if that's you, I do hope this video will be what earns your support. Thank you, and back to the video. So let's start off with what exactly is the Resistance. The first time I found out about the Resistance was on Mogswamp's channel, where we first see the symbol in all of its glory. After that, we see it show up on both Royal Pair and Riggy's channels. So far, that's 3 confirmed members. Dano also seemed as though he was going to join, but then made the mistake of accepting a deal to be on his favourite podcast, where we can assume that that was one of the boss's fake emails, therefore replacing Dano before he could leave and meet up with Pear. And in Mogswamp's secret short, 08211908, where once the message is decoded, it says, "Hush, we are multiplying. Join the Resistance." Not only has it been made clear that this is a secret group, but it's inviting us to join. Kind of like how the boss invited us to join his army, now we're being invited to join the opposition. No doubt that this is splitting the viewers into 2 groups, those who want to see the creators win, and those who want to see the creators fail. With this clear divide, it makes Shorts Wars live up to its namesake. It's not just the creators going to war this time, it's the viewers too. And we can choose who we support. Except for the Resistance, is that going to be enough? It appears that the boss's army isn't just his Discord soldiers, or his lackeys, but in fact, he's managed to bring back the clones. Or has he? You see, there's been a clear debate within the theorists whether or not the clones are back. On one hand, it's quite clear that the characters have been replaced, but the cloning machine has been destroyed. So why would the clones be back? Well, some have argued, oh, they just rebuilt it, but we know that the cloning machine wasn't made by the boss. It was stolen from the scientist. So how could there be new clones? You see, I think that the clones are back, but not as people. They are literally only AI. After watching the boss for a while, you start to get the impression that he likes to stick to his original plan, but improves the things that go wrong. The clones' AI systems and content creation was a success, but their physical appearance gave away their identity and made them fragile. So much so that the creators were able to easily take them down once they broke out. I think the link that the boss is sending to the creators isn't scanning the creators and putting them in the cloning machine, but rather putting the clones into the creators. This is why "wake up" is such a powerful phrase to be used on those who've accepted the link. It's because the creators have been locked outside their own minds and need to be snapped back in order to defeat their own clones. Which means if the Resistance is going to try and take down the boss, then they're going to need to snap all of the turned creators from their sleeping states. And that might not be as easy as you might think. While we can consistently tell the creators to wake up, it only works briefly. It's a temporary fix, because soon after we see that the clones are back again, and we don't know if there's a permanent way to get rid of the clones. At least, not when they're inside the creators' heads. Oh yeah, and you know, there's been the recent development with Johnny knowing the boss's identity. He's made it quite clear that he's figured out based on his own hints that the boss has given. And from what we know, the boss does seem to have a personal vendetta against him. Add that to the fact that C.com was actually surprised when Johnny figured it out, makes us pretty certain that Johnny got it right. But there is the issue of how he is refusing to tell anyone, and deciding to confront the boss on his own. As of now, we haven't seen the phone call happen between the two, but it's coming soon, and will likely be out before this video is out. Yet the fact remains that even though Johnny knows his identity, he doesn't know his plan. And he also doesn't know about the new development of the clones, even playing the game of Lethal Company with 2 of the boss's lackeys and one of his newer clones, Clone Dano. Or Jano, because, you know, every clone has to have an unofficial name by the fandom. So if you're asking what could possibly go wrong, everything. Literally everything. When we look at all the evidence and what we know about the characters themselves, even with the Resistance, it doesn't look like the creators are going to win this one. The boss has his own army, soldiers of viewers who idolise him, his lackeys that are saving him at every turn, updated clones that are ready to get back in action, and all while remaining anonymous, detached from the situation and able to hide what his true intentions are. Sure, the Resistance are recruiting, but it's at a slow rate, with the creators being picked off one by one. Johnny knows the boss's identity, but the boss knows that now, and he really doesn't want that information to get out, and we've seen that he's not afraid to take drastic measures in order to keep it that way. This feels like a losing battle, and whoever goes up against the boss may end in a worse fate. There's no way that the creators can win this battle, right? Well, there is one other thing. On the 15th, it seems that Royal Melon is going to be making a return, and he might be the key to helping the other creators finally wake up. In one of Bun Dun's shorts, there's a brief moment with mirror text where he says, "Dun Bun is nice, but I need Melon to help." Not only confirming that his clone is there, but also saying that Royal Melon can help. I think that these creators might have a shot after all. But we're gonna have to find that out next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please do subscribe. Shout out to my members, you guys are amazing. Thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!